They're crazy about him. Bob Geldof is here with me.
The floor manager is crazy.
The floor manager is crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Calms it down. Sheep.
Sheep. I've always wanted to say that. It took you to give me that bravery. Now, there's not a soul in Vancouver who, when I say that, have said that you were going to be on the show, well, he used to work here, he used to live here, you know. You're our famous import-export. Yeah. So you came when in the, you must have been a mere child.
I was. Early 70s, I came to work up in the north in the gold mines because there was good money. And I landed in Montreal, which was a shock because I actually thought I was landing somewhere else, and everyone started speaking French at me, and you know, I was taken aback because you know about it, but you don't actually sort of, you're in North America, so it took a while. And but I was
one of the reasons for their angst.
Yes, a bit chippy, and so I came across on the bus and ended up here.
The bus?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Sault Ste. Marie, is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Yeah. And
a bonny place it is, too.
It is. Nickel capital of the world or something,
No, that's Sudbury.
Oh, that's another good one.
Yeah.
And, so I ended up here, and I was down in Gastown because that was pretty much of a dump then. And there was just an ad or something in a bookshop window, sort of hippie bookshop. And they wanted someone to help out, and I went in, I got the job, and I then went upstairs to see a guy called Dan McLeod who owned the Georgia Strait. And
still does.
Yeah, and I sort of lied and said that I was a writer on holiday and I was interested in doing something. And he went, yeah.
This is a Dan McLeod imitation.
He goes, yeah, if you want to write something, go, and if it's any good, we print it, you know, but I'm not going to pay you, you know. So I did, and it was okay, and it was the best fun. I mean, it was hugely important to me. I mean, you know, I'm not show busy. If I thought it was a crap place, I'd say it, but I'd come out of Ireland, which in those days were a very closed, claustrophobic society. The old church-state compact still pertained. And if you were a young kid, a mouthy young kid, it wasn't the place for you. And if, you know, if you wanted to, if the person who you thought you were inside yourself was trying to get out, that wasn't the place. And I didn't know Canada or Vancouver was, it just happened to be. And I was giving it the same mouth here, but, you know, Dan couldn't put up with it, well, go off and do it. And that was generally true of Vancouver. You know, I'd meet people from TV and radio, or the record companies, or club owners, and so long as you could deliver. And that was completely new to me. And that was when I thought, okay, well, there's some value here. And then I was caught because I was illegal. And
who caught you?
The Mounties, or whoever does that stuff. So, you know, I thought I'd get out before I'm forced out, and I went back to Ireland, and I applied for permanent immigration. And while I was hanging around waiting, the money I'd saved up, I started a newspaper called Buy and Sell, which I'd seen here, and thought that'll work in Ireland. And with the money, I'd start a pop paper. And while I was doing all that, I was in a pub, and some friends said they were going to start a band, so that was it.
You could sing?
I couldn't, and as you can see, I still can't, but I mean...
That never stopped you.
No.
But you were in Gilbert and Sullivan, because I've read your book.
I was in when I was a kid, yeah, because the school used to do these Gilbert and Sullivan operas.
Nice in a white wig, dear.
I would look gorgeous in my pantaloons, and often in my bustier, you know.
Really?
And, but fantastic lyricists. And I always was a girl. I mean, this seems to be a recurring theme in this thing, you know. But it was only boys, so I wasn't the pirate of Penzance. I was the pirate's floozy. So, what can we tell you?
Really, the floozy. You didn't have to go, har, this purity. I've always wanted somebody to say that. You know, the patch on their eye. You know, remember that?
Yes.
That guy, what was the name of that guy's actor that played Long John Silver?
I don't know.
Oh, God, he was so fantastic.
Well, everyone does R.
R.
Yeah.
But you know who I mean, don't you?
Yes.
Stevenson, I think his last name was. Oh, it doesn't.
That's Robert Louis Stevenson
No,
wrote it.
I know that, but wasn't it? Never mind. I'll be back with Geldof, and he's actually going to sing a song.